Meet the Signal reporters bringing you the stories that matter to the SCV. This is The Jump.
Jim, Valencia bank teller is going to be sentenced for stealing money from customers. Is this common? It seems like it actually could be easy to do, right?
Well, it's hard to say, Jason, because the banks are reluctant to share that information. If
Imagine why.
With the press, they want to maintain some sort of sense of security in there. But with regards to this guy, this is like 4 counts. So you know what's been going on for at least more than a day, and there's 2 counts of grand theft, 1 count of writing bad checks multiple times, and stealing from an old person. I didn't say old, say elderly, but
okay,
that's the actual
elderly.
Well, there you go. Okay, and we do know from previous reports from the deputies that at least one of the victims was 81 years old. So you get a sense of where this guy's coming from. But anyway, he pled no contest, and he's due to be sentenced January 9th. So we'll be looking forward to what he gets in terms of that. It could be 6 years.
Right. On to CMEX. Yep. You've been sort of covering the thick of this last-minute attempts to get a bill to block the CMEX mine before Congress adjourns, like in 2 minutes from now. What's the latest?
Lots been happening, actually, a lot of recent developments. You may remember we talked previously about the idea of trying to get the CMEX legislation attached to a larger group of bills, what's called an omnibus bill. Well, depending on who you talk to, that situation did present itself recently in a bill called the National Defense Authorization Act. Now, basically, that authorizes the budget for the Department of Defense. So it's a bill that's passed pretty much every year, which is a rarity given how gridlocked Congress is. Now, when the language of that bill was released this week, it included a package of dozens of lands bills that have basically been building up in a backlog, and they were attached to get them through and get them passed. CMEX was not one of them. So there had been some push or some talk about trying to get the CMEX bill added to that, since it is this sort of vehicle that some people, most notably Senator Boxer, have been looking for. However, the bill passed the House of Representatives today. From what I can tell, from what I've been told, CMEX is not included in it, and so it remains to be seen kind of what the final steps are here, but it looks like this may have been, as Senator Steve Knight said, a missed opportunity for this type of action.
And some people in town are claiming that Congressman McKeon missed this opportunity to get this in, and he claims that it was too late.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a long process to get any sort of bill, and we're talking about a bill that's more than 1,000 pages long, pushing 2,000. So there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of negotiation that goes into it. And he told me yesterday that you can't just introduce new language this late in the process. So.
Okay. For these stories and more, visit our website at signalscv.com and pick up tomorrow's Signal.